Hello and welcome to Pokemon Leaf Green. This will be my walkthrough, my very first one. More of a playthrough rather than a walkthrough. And, yeah, my first playthrough. This is my first time commentating too, so I might not be the best to start, but it'll get better as we go. So let's go. Alright, the reason I chose Leaf Green over, like any other Pokemon game was because Leaf Green has all of the basic Pokemon. It's Generation 1 Pokemon, but it's updated graphics, and it's just a more updated version of the game. So, it's a game that we all know and love, but it's updated, so that's why I will be playing this one rather than, say, Pokemon Red or any other Pokemon game, for that matter. So, to start off, Professor Oak's going to tell you about Pokemon, stuff like that. He's going to ask you a few questions. I'm actually going to name my character Pepsi. And there we go. Yep, my name is Pepsi. And he's going to ask you about your rival, like what his name is. And my rival is going to be Coke. Pepsi and Coke. Yes, that was his name. Alright, now that we're done with the boring part, we can actually get playing. So, to start it all off, first thing, actually, I'm going to change my text speed to fast, first of all. Now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go over to the computer, and we are going to withdraw the potion. A lot of people overlook this, and they don't grab the potion. The potion can actually help you a lot. If in the first battle, you have to fight your rival, and sometimes you can get a critical hit, and that will screw you over if you don't have that potion. That's why I get it. So we're going to come up here, and Professor Oak's going to be like, wait a second, don't go out there, you don't have a Pokemon. So we will go get a Pokemon. And yeah. So here we go. He's going to tell you about the 3 Pokemon that he has and his dream of becoming Pokemon Master or something like that. Pretty much just mash speed through all that. And I actually chose Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is going to be my first pick. So here we go. And we are going to give a name to this Bulbasaur. We are going to name him Dark. Alright, and your rival's going to take whichever Pokemon is better than yours, so he's going to take Charmander. And then we have to fight him right here. So this is what I was talking about earlier. If your rival gets a critical hit in this fight, then it can screw you over, and you don't want to die in this battle because this is a free level 6 pretty much. All you have to do is hit tackle, and Oak's gonna pretend like you don't know how to Pokemon battle, even though you probably do. So just smash B through all this. So yeah, in this battle, all you want to do is just keep hitting tackle, and you're gonna get tips throughout the whole fight. So it's dumb. See, like this, he hit a critical hit. So I probably will not win this fight if I wouldn't have grabbed this potion. So I'm actually being kind of risky right now because if he gets another critical hit, then I will die. But see, right here, this is where I use my potion that I just got. Some more tips and whatnot. Alright, but yeah. Oops. There we go. And there we go. You just won your first Pokemon battle. And you'll get level 6 off this battle, so it's really worth winning. So grab that potion. Helps. Obviously, Pepsi will beat Coke every single time, so. And then he says he's gonna get stronger or whatever. Who really knows with him? But anyway, we're gonna head out of the lab, and we're gonna head north to Viridian City. So let's try not to get any Pokemon battles here. I'm not gonna fight any wild Pokemon. I'm gonna run from every single battle. So I'll probably just end up cutting out all the wild battles after that one. So unless I plan on catching a Pokemon, which I already have my team planned out. So yep, here we go. Alright, so we just continue heading north up here till you get to Viridian City, and now we're gonna go to the Pokemart, which is right over here, and we are going to talk to this lady, because, or I don't know, is it a lady or a guy, but whatever. Basically we have to go back down and go give this to Professor Oak. And going back down to the city is always easier than going to the city, because you can just like jump over the wall, so you don't have to go through the wild grass or the tall grass to get wild Pokemon. So you can just skip all the wild battles by doing this. Saves a lot of time. Alright. Gotta cut out all those wild battles. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Professor Oak again. And this is where Coke decides to randomly barge in on us. Always seems to be right behind us. Or ahead of us in most cases, but whatever. And he's gonna give us a Pokédex. So yeah. And he's gonna give us some Pokeballs. Until it's how he wants us to fulfill his dream or whatever. And of course Coke, thinking he's better than Pepsi, even though he really isn't. He will never beat me. So his arrogance will be his downfall. Anyway, we're gonna head back up to Viridian City. Have to go back through the wild grass, so might have to cut out some more battles. Oh, we might get lucky. Aww. Alright, now we're back in Viridian City. We are going to head up here towards the Viridian Forest. And I know that there's a lot of things that are to the west of me, such as the item and the first battle, or the second battle rather, against your rival. But I will be coming back to that in a little bit, and you'll see why in the next video probably. But this part, you have to go through it. It's kind of dumb. Basically, it just shows you how to catch a Pokemon. Pretty sure everybody knows how to catch a Pokemon, but the game still insists on showing you how to do it. Yep, that's how you catch Pokemon. Thanks for showing me. Oh my god, I did not mean to talk to you. Alright. So we're gonna keep heading up here into Route 2. We're gonna go over here. And this is where we'll be ending the video. We will be heading into the Viridian Forest next time, so see you guys later.